Hey guys, it's Scott with Scottie Cards, and in this video I want to show my top 10 purchases from 2022. 2022 was a really fun year for me in the sports card world. I know there's been some down things like the market slowing down, print runs are up, the economy's worse. All these things, prices are falling, are kind of negatives. But there's some really great things for my personal collection and hopefully yours as well that happened in 2022. There were some really good deals due to the price drops, and overall the market is a buyer's market. You can make some really good moves if you're able to be smart about it. So I got some really great cards, and I would just love to share what I purchased from this last year. So let's do the honorable mentions first. The very first one is a card that's been really hard to find, but was able to get it this year thanks to a really good friend. So this card is a 2015 Topps Series 2 Black Mookie Betts. This is numbered to 64. This is a really hard card to find. I know you can tell it's dinged up. I don't even care if it gets to PSA 2 or 3. I'm going to be sending it in. I just want it slabbed for my PC and just so I can put it out if I ever want to look at the card. But this was given to me by a really close friend. His name is Mickey, and he knows I like Mookie Betts, and he's a Mookie Betts fan as well, but he decided he wanted to stop doing this project of chasing every black parallel of Mookie Betts. And so he said, hey, do you want this? And I said, yes. So thank you, Mickey. Really great card to add to my PC. Now I might need to have to chase the whole black series because I have the rookie from the 2014 Topps update. Now I have that card from 2015. After that, we have another black parallel. This is Paul Goldschmidt from 2011 Topps update. This card looks like it's in really great condition. I bought it raw off of eBay and it looks awesome. So it is off center slightly top to bottom. So I might not send it to PSA. I might go to SGC or BGS because I think they'd give it a 9.5 type score versus a 9 versus 10 only from PSA. It's a really beautiful Paul Goldschmidt card from 2011 Topps update. One of the most iconic sets of all time. A couple other really fast honorable mentions. I have this Frank Robinson. I've always wanted this card. I know it's not worth a ton, but I was able to get it in a decent grade, really great eye appeal, and these have gone up a lot. So he's the only player ever to win an MVP in both leagues. Really great rookie card of one of the most underrated players in MLB history. Then I purchased another Zach Greinke, similar to that one back there. I got that one for $40 from a card shop in Idaho, but this one I traded from a guy on Instagram, and it is a PSA 8, but it looks really good. It presents well. Really beautiful Zach Greinke card. This is numbered to 300. He does not have many rookie cards. He actually only has this set, essentially. It doesn't have a Bowman chromatograph. It's just the refractor number to 300, the X factor number to 150, and the gold refractor number to 50. For that reason, really hard card to find. So I'm glad to have another one of those. Then I picked up a Max Scherzer Superfractor from a Max Scherzer Super Collector. His name is Brad. Really good guy as well. This is the 2015 Finest Superfractor. This is the first year he was ever with the Nationals. It's like a Nationals rookie card. Pretty cool. And on top of that, this card is more rare than most Superfractors because back in 2015, you had Finest and you had like maybe Bowman Chrome and you had Topps Chrome. That's it. Nowadays, you have so many different Chromium sets. There's like 3 or 4 different Topps Chrome Superfractors by themselves because the next year in 2016, Topps Chrome Sapphire was introduced where there's a Superfractor in that set and a Superfractor in regular Topps Chrome. So I'm really glad to have this one as well. Then I have this Billy Butler Black numbered to 54. Really hard card to find. Probably his very best rookie card aside from the 1/1. I don't know if there's a 1/1 from that year, but either way, really great card. And then this Zach Greinke numbered to 5 from 2016 Topps Chrome Sapphire. This was the first year of Topps Chrome Sapphire, and it's a really popular set, so I'm really happy to add a gorgeous card to my PC. All right, to the top 10. Here is number 10. At number 10, we have a Freddie Freeman. This is a purple refractor from 2011 Topps update. This one I'm really excited about. It's not the most valuable card I'm going to be showing by any stretch of the imagination. It's numbered to 5, so I think the upside is really high on this card, but 2011 Topps Finest will always be my favorite set ever produced, ever. And I love the way the cards look. I love the parallel rainbow, and this is my only purple parallel, and I was lucky to buy it as a buy it now. I have an automatic eBay search for purple parallels from this set, and I was able to buy it for $750-ish, so I felt pretty good about it. But we'll see what happens with Freddie Freeman. I think he has a legitimate chance at the Hall of Fame, so really happy about that. At number 9, we have a Mookie Betts. This is a gold refractor from 2014 Topps Chrome update. He only has 2 chromium refractors at all from this image from 2014 Topps Chrome update. He has the gold refractor number to 250 and the black number to 99. So for that reason, I was happy to add this one. At the time, it was my second version, but I was able to sell the other one to buy a later card on this list. And I like this one better because of the story I have. It was another saved search result, and I think I paid like $400 for it, maybe $450. So beautiful Mookie Betts. After which, this card is bittersweet because I took a pretty big loss on it so far, but I think long term it's going to be okay. And on top of that, I just like the card and I'm happy to own it. This is a Albert Pujols Topps Traded Chrome Retrofractor. So the Retrofractors are really cool. They're rumored to be around 500 of them made, so not very many at all, which actually aligns to other refractors printed in later sets that were serial numbered. At worst, it's around 500 to 1,000. At worst, 1,000. So beautiful Pujols. The good thing about this card is on the back, the only whitening you can see barely on the top and barely on the top left corner. The rest of the card is almost perfect. And this back is super condition sensitive. And for that reason, I think the subgrades don't do the card justice. And I'll never crack it out or anything, but it's still a great card. Beautiful card. I actually paid essentially $5,000 for this. $1,000 cash, $4,000 trade value. The cards I traded for this have probably dropped 50%. So essentially I'm in this $3,000, you could say. And the cards I traded, I did not pay that much for. So I'm not in it all too much, but this card is only selling for about $2,000 to $3,000 right now since he retired. I think long-term it'll be okay once the market maybe bounces back, but I think this type of iconic card will age well. Then we have at number 7, and these are not necessarily based off of value, by the way. This is just the excitement level of actually purchasing these cards. I have a Bowman Chrome autograph of Paul Goldschmidt, the Gold Refractor. So this is numbered to 50, and it's number 2 of 50. You can tell that this is a great card. It was only 0.5 off from being a BGS 9.5, and the card looks really good. I can't tell why it has a surface issue, and so it's probably just some print lines along top to bottom on the card. This card is a bold autograph, which I really like as well. And overall, Paul Goldschmidt had an MVP year, basically locked himself as a future Hall of Famer in my eyes, and I speculated heavily on Paul Goldschmidt heading into this year, and so I was able to buy one of these. This is my second one. I sold the other one and every other Paul Goldschmidt card I had. I'll be buying them back eventually, probably soon, just because I had to pay for other cards, and on top of that, I sold at the peak of his MVP candidacy. But this one is a great card. I think long-term Paul Goldschmidt will be fine. Who knows what his cards will do, but I don't think it'll ever go lower than what I paid, and I think there's only upside from here in the short term. At number 6, another set that I love is 2011 Bowman Sterling. This is a Mike Trout. This is numbered to 25. One of the few chromium cards numbered to 25 or less from Trout. He has orange refractors in a lot of sets and a red refractor in Topps Finest numbered to 25, but this one is one of my favorites. I think the black looks great. I love the image of Trout, and overall, this is a very, very high-end set, and his cards are hard to find in decent condition. This could have been a 6. It could have been a 10. Doesn't matter. I like the card either way. So paid a pretty good penny for this. I think I paid like $2,500-ish before the season, but I have to imagine this card's worth more than that now, and I would not accept that much because I love the card, and I imagine it'll be worth much more in the future. So we'll see what happens with Trout. I know some people hate him. I love him, and I think long-term his cards will be the most valuable from this era, and I'm confident I'm going to die on that hill. Next up is another Mike Trout. This Mike Trout is the blue refractor from Bowman Chrome. Bowman Chrome is the most sought after chromium Trout rookie card you can get. And because he has so few sets, and this set has so few numbered parallels, it's a really great card. I've actually wanted one of these for years. And I was finally able to get one. I traded a Bowman Chrome autograph of Soto and Kershaw for it, but this card was around 10 grand not that long ago, and I got it for around $3,000 to $4,000 trade value. So really great Bowman Chrome blue refractor of Mike Trout. This is numbered to 150. All that there are, I believe, is a base refractor, a blue refractor, gold out of 50, orange out of 25, and numbered out of 5 red, and a super refractor. So really cool card. At number 4, we have a rare card that a lot of people probably have never seen before. This is a Canary Diamond refractor autograph of Mookie Betts. This is serial number 23. It's the very best thing you can do aside from the super refractor 1 of 1 in my eyes, and I actually think the design and the card look really, really cool. I love the image. Overall, Bowman Sterling is, for Mookie Betts, is a really underrated set. The base cards of this are so rare, and for that reason, there's not many of these exist. Obviously, there's only 3, but just a rare card of Mookie's hard to find nowadays. This is a sticker autograph, unfortunately, but this is his only chromium stock autograph that he has from his rookie year, aside from his first Bowman Chrome autograph. So really cool Mookie. I really like this card long term as well, but we'll see what happens with it. I think I got it for a good deal, like $2,500 to $3,000 for it, and I think long term it could be much more than that. It might not be, but for me, it's a great card as a Mookie collector. And then at number 3, probably the card I'm most excited about, ironically, is a Jose Ramirez Superfractor. This is a 1 of 1, and the reason why this card is so high on this list is because it is a rookie Superfractor of a potential future Hall of Famer. This card was listed as $1,500 by it now, or best offer. I think I offered like $1,250, and then I realized how stupid am I for not just buying it outright, because other people were probably offering as well, so I just bought it. And since then, he had a good postseason, which was helpful for his card values, and he actually was injured. He just had surgery at the end of the year, and that's why his second half wasn't the best, but he still ended with 6 WAR and a top 5 MVP finish. So this is a really fun card for me, and even if it goes from $1,500 to $0, I'll be happy with it regardless, because I think the ceiling of this card is high. And the reason for that is because he does not have any Bowman Chrome first. He was a very underrated prospect coming out of the minor leagues, and he wasn't that good, honestly, in the first few years in the big leagues. And for that reason, Topps Topps only had him in only like 2 or 3 sets that were chrome stock like this one. He's in Topps Chrome, he's in Topps Finest, and that's basically it. He doesn't even have a Bowman Chrome rookie card. His Bowman is a Bowman paper card, and it's not worth very much. So basically, he has a Topps Chrome Superfractor autograph. This is his most valuable card ever. It is a Topps Chrome Superfractor, a Topps Finest rookie autograph Superfractor, and this is, in my opinion, the 4th best card, and this is the Superfractor 1 of 1. So I love this card. I paid, again, $1,500 for it, and I would not sell it for that little or even consider anything that low, because I want to see what the ceiling is on that card. And then number 2, a card I have wanted since I got back into the hobby, is a 2009 Bowman Chrome Draft Autograph Mike Trout Refractor. This is numbered to 500. You can tell the back's off center slightly left to right, but the front is centered really, really well and has 9 subgrades across the board with a relatively bold autograph. So I was able to buy this card for significantly less than what the peak of this card was. I think back in 2021, it was like a $30,000 card in this grade. Same card, same parallel, everything. And I was able to get it for what I think it should be worth. And if you actually look at recent comps, it's really close to that. So I love this card. I don't know what I'll do with it, if I'll ever sell it. If I'd ever sell it, it's just for a BGS 9.5 refractor or a blue refractor, but I'll probably be holding on to this one forever. I did sell my X-Factor autograph Mike Trout rookie card to pay partially for this, and I miss that card deeply. So I'll eventually get one of those back as well. And then my number 1 card on this list for 2022, my biggest purchase, was a Mookie Betts 2014 Topps Update Clear Parallel numbered to 10. The clear acetates, you can see right through it, pretty cool. But this card is extremely hard to find. It isn't a PSA 10, that's great. I would have been happy if the PSA 9 would have paid close to the same price. So background on me, I have the entire rainbow of this card aside from the 1 of 1 Platinum now when I purchased this card. And I never thought I'd have a real opportunity to go after this card, so to purchase this, I'm ecstatic about. But I knew a guy who had one of these, and he would not even listen to less than like 20 grand, and it's just not worth that right now. And so when this hit the auction, I was pleasantly surprised. I was able to pick it up, not for a cheap price, but for a price where I think long term it could meet or beat that value. And if it doesn't, I really don't care, again, because it is a rare card, and I think Mookie Betts is going to have a great second half of his career. Even if he doesn't, he's basically a Hall of Famer already. But this card is special because he only has, in the Chrome set again, a gold number to 250 and a black number to 99, no superfractors, no printing plates, nothing lower than that 99. So he basically, in this image, only has the Platinum 1 of 1 that's more rare than this card. So to have a card like this, a flagship rookie of one of the more recognizable images of the last 20, 30 years, is a great card to have. Can you imagine if like a Griffey or a Tony Gwynn or a Cal Ripken Jr., just a Hall of Famer, had a flagship parallel numbered to 10, what that would go for? And I'm hoping long term this is in that same vein of player or iconic card. So we'll see what happens. But those are my top pickups for 2022. Let me know in the comments below what card is your favorite, what card you like the most, and on top of that, what your biggest purchase was from 2022. I'd love to hear what you have and what you're targeting heading into 2023. So other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.